Airlines are denying boarding in 2025. I am confirming this, and you need to know every detail. On top of that, most travelers never see it coming because they are unprepared. You can expect new ID laws, surprise document checks, facial recognition. Even being a little too rude can ground you before you take off. Before you head to the airport, watch this video. This could be the difference between takeoff and being left behind. This is 20 confirmed reasons you'll be denied boarding at airports in 2025. Let's go. It used to be they'd let a slightly overstuffed bag slide. Not anymore. Airlines are now using those little carry-on measurement racks like weapons. And if your bag doesn't fit perfectly, check it, or don't fly. That happened to me a few months ago and I was livid. I didn't know they had gotten so strict. One violinist was told to check her 200-year-old instrument or miss the flight. Guess what she chose? She missed the flight. Moral of the story? Know your airline's size limits and don't argue at the gate. You will lose, as I found out real quickly. Love it or hate it, facial recognition is here. Yes, biometrics has arrived in all forms. At some international gates, it's the only way to board your flight. And if you refuse, you might be delayed or denied, especially if you're not a citizen. Even where it's optional, opting out can mean missing your flight. If privacy is your priority, have a plan B, and please arrive early. Got that sweet deal online? Confirmed your flight? Think you're good? Think again. Failed credit card payments? Third-party site errors? Even booking 2 one-way flights can cause invisible glitches. You show up, and they say, sorry, no reservation. Always double-check with the airline directly, 48 hours before you fly. In fact, make sure you do web check-in so that you don't miss anything. Scary but true. Some travelers show up and get quietly pulled aside. You're not flying today. Could be a name mix-up, or it could be an old incident, or just a tech error. One woman missed a very important event. And now here's my best advice. If you don't want to be denied boarding over something that could have been avoided, don't joke around about security while you are at the airport. Stay chill on flights. And if you've had issues with a flight before, all you have to do is to call the airline before you go. Now, let's talk about identification. As of May 2025, your old driver's license might not get you on a domestic flight. If your ID doesn't have that little star in the corner, it's not Real ID compliant. No Real ID, no passport? Then no flight. Double-check your ID status now. Don't risk getting turned away. Or just make sure you have your passport on hand. And on top of that, be sure your passport does not expire before the date of your flight. A torn page. A water stain. A loose binding. You might think it's fine. The airline might not. They see damage and they think fraud or tampering. If your passport looks even slightly sketchy, it could cost you the flight. Check it before your trip. And renew your passport early if needed. Let's say your flight is at 9 o'clock. Great. But if the boarding gate closes at 8:45 and you show up at 8:46, you're not getting on. They won't open the door no matter how close you are. Arrive early. Don't assume anything. And don't cut it close. Here is something that could get you denied. One letter off, one nickname on your boarding pass or other travel documents can wreck your trip. It could be Alex instead of Alexander. Don't even think about Fluffy McKittens as a joke. You're just not going to be flying. Your ticket has to match your ID exactly. Check it when you book your flight. Fix it early. Some airlines charge a fee, but it's better to do what you need to rather than missing the flight. Here is another one. You have your boarding pass, and you check in. You walk up to the gate and you hear, "Sorry, you're not on the manifest." This happens way more than it really should. It is usually a glitch. But without your name in their system, you're not going anywhere. Always log into the airline's website to verify your status. Don't rely on email alone. If you want to get denied, something to avoid is sarcasm. And that eye roll. Snapping at the gate agent. That's enough to get you grounded. Here is another way to get denied. Flight crews have the power to deny boarding if they think you might be a problem, even if you're just having a bad day. Kindness can literally be your boarding pass. If you're finding this helpful, just wait until you see what's inside my digital travel bundle. It's packed with 55 real-life travel scenarios and step-by-step solutions to keep your trip smooth, stress-free, and on track. plus international planning audio modules, video guides for France, Dubai, Japan, Thailand, and the UK, and a 7-day itinerary for each destination. Stick around, I'll tell you all about how to grab it at the end, along with a free ebook you won't want to miss. Going to Europe in 2026? You might need an ETS visa. Other countries want health forms, transit permits, or proof of insurance. Missing one document, and the airline won't let you fly. Even for layovers? Double-check every country on your route. Don't wing it. Okay, let's say you did everything right, and still got bumped? Yep. Airlines routinely oversell seats. When everyone shows up, someone's gotta go. To reduce your chances, show up on time, check in early, join loyalty programs, and avoid basic economy if you can. Here is another weird one. Some countries require it. Others expect proof of evacuation coverage. No policy? Then, no boarding. Even if not required, it's smart to have it. Delays, injuries, lost bags, it protects you. Print it out and have it ready. If you don't yet have travel insurance, I have a link in the description where you will get a lower rate than most airlines offer. Check it out. Flying with a serious health issue? Be sure to tell the airline in advance. If they find out last minute and can't accommodate you, they may deny boarding for safety. Sometimes a doctor's note or form is required. Just be upfront. Don't wait until you're at the departure gate to highlight your condition. Here's another weird one, but true. Strong body odor, perfume, smoke smell. This can get you kicked off the flight. If someone complains, that's all it takes. Stay fresh, neutral, and skip the cologne before flying. Believe it or not, some people are allergic to the heavy smell of cologne or perfume. Now, did you know that some countries require 6 months of passport validity? Others need 2 blank pages. Torn, worn, or damp passports can trigger denial. So, check passport requirements early, and don't leave it to chance. Okay, so your flight changed and you missed the memo? Well, that's totally on you. You should always monitor your booking in the days leading up. Airlines change routes and times constantly, especially with partner carriers. Turn on notifications, check your flight status, and double-check again 24 hours before flying. Baggage fee unpaid? Missed fare difference on a change? They'll stop you at the gate. Some budget airlines are strict, every cent has to be settled. Check your account for any remaining balance before heading out. If you're coming from, going to, or even just connecting through a country under new sanctions, you might be blocked. Travel rules change fast. Always check the latest travel advisories for every leg of your trip. Sometimes you'll be stopped, and you'll have no idea why. It could be a false alert, or a flagged payment, or even a name match with someone who is sketchy or maybe on the no-fly list. It's rare, but it happens. That's why you always arrive early, always have backups, and always stay calm. Air travel in 2025 is no joke. If you're not prepared, you might get denied boarding for reasons you never even imagined. So check your documents. Mind your bags. And above all, stay cool. Because missing your flight isn't just frustrating, it's expensive. Want more insider travel tips? Hit subscribe, like this video, and drop a comment. Which of these surprised you the most? I would love to hear your response. If you made it to the end of this video, you now know just how easy it is to get denied boarding, even if it's not your fault. That's why I created the ultimate digital travel bundle, designed to keep you one step ahead of every curveball the airport, airline, or even international rules might throw your way. If you found even one of these 20 confirmed boarding denial reasons helpful, imagine having access to 55 real travel scenarios that could ruin your trip, and knowing exactly how to handle each one like a pro. That's exactly what's inside my digital travel bundle. And trust me, it's a total game changer. You'll get a 250-page guide with 55 scenarios and brilliant step-by-step solutions. A 16-module audiobook packed with international travel tips you can listen to while you are on the go. You also receive 5 exclusive video guides for France, Dubai, Japan, Thailand, and the UK. And a bonus, 7-day itineraries for each country, so your trip is already half planned. But that's not all. I'm also giving you my free ebook, Top 5 Travel Scenarios and How to Solve Them. Download it now, start planning your trip like a pro, and travel seamlessly. Don't wait until you're denied at the gate. Click the link in the description, grab your digital travel bundle, and download the free ebook before your next flight. You will learn how to travel smarter, plan better, and fly confidently, because being prepared isn't optional anymore. Your trip should be unforgettable for the right reasons, and this is how you make it happen. Oh, and by the way, if you found value from this video, I would certainly appreciate support for the channel with a super thanks. You will find the button below the video. Thanks in advance for doing so. Safe travels, and may you never hear the words, "You're not boarding today." That's it for now. I'm your channel host Cheryl, saying bye. See you in the next video.